live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here, as always, by my brother Tim. And today, we got some NFL, we got some NHL, we got some NBA, and we're going to go over all of it. But before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday, what went right and what went wrong. And I'm going to make this a little bit quicker. I'm not going to go over all my college stuff. I end up finishing down a little bit. But when it came to the college, we did give out yesterday. I was on Notre Dame. That one cashed. Cincinnati barely hang on to one win, and they did not cover. And then the other one that I gave out was the LSU Tigers plus 28.5. They almost pulled off the straight up upset against Alabama yesterday, losing 20-14. So that was a nice little cash there. In the NHL, a little bit rough. I cashed my two first period unders with the Islanders and the Rangers. Plain and simple, if you see a New York team playing, bet the first period under, you'll make some money. And my three sides did nothing, really. The Hurricanes forgot to show up in the first period. They were down, I think, 4-0 in the first period, which was absolutely ridiculous. The Capitals lost. And the Avalanche lost 4-2 to the Blue Jackets. So that was a tough NHL slate yesterday. And then NBA, I continue my good streak. I hit the only play I gave out with the Sixers plus 3.5. So 1-0 in the NBA last night, 2-3 in the NHL. So it is what it is. On to football today with a little bit of basketball and hockey as well.
Yeah, yesterday was a profitable day for me. 100% profitable. I did go 2-2 in college football. I hit on ECU. I had that play. We went to the game. Fantastic. One win away from a bowl game for ECU. I lost on Wake Forest. That was up 18 points. I'm almost frustrated. And UNC screwed the ACC out of a possible chance of getting a playoff team because Wake Forest was still undefeated. There it goes. ACC will not be a part of this year's the top four. I also had Texas, which was a loser, plus 6.5. That one unfortunately did not work out. And then Troy was a winner for us. So that one was kind of nice. 2-2 there. For the NBA last night, I went 3-2. I got wins from, I know I got it from the Hawks. Yep, Hawks plus 5 cashed it. I got a win from the under in the Denver game. I got a win from Utah. Unfortunately, Dallas was doing really well. They were up big going into halftime. They were up like 20 points going into halftime, almost 19 points going into halftime, and then a 19-4 run start for the Boston Celtics, and that game ended up finishing a 3-point game. I had a -4, and I don't even know why I tried to trust the Lakers. I don't know what I was thinking there. That one was a loser, but 3-2 in the NBA, 2-2 in college football. What really helped me profit. Counter-Strike yesterday, Navi to sweep at plus 175, cash that one. And then I had G2 money line, even though it was at a 170. I cashed that one as well. That matchup today, G2 and Navi for the major finals will be at 2 o'clock. I'm going to be on G2 plus the games and on the money line. So that was my day yesterday. But yeah, I'm excited to get into it. We're going to go and jump into the chat, and then we'll go ahead and jump into some NFL. Sunday football. Let's get it. Yep, let's get it. What up, my guys? Let's cash it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Social media appreciation. Subscribe and share your love for the Earle Twins. Let's get that purse. Yes. NFL Sunday, NBA slate. Can't wait. And I got myself a date. I really can't be late. She gone, mate. Great. Jeez. NHL went sideways for me, and Cincinnati killed the parlay. It's rough. Smash the like button. Yes. As Terry said, smash the like button. Should we start off in a beautiful matchup to start off the day, Nick?
Sure, why not?
How about a tank ball?
Yeah, for this game.
Stop it. Get some help.
We get to kick it off with a 1-800-GAMBLER here. The Miami Dolphins are 5.5-point home favorites against the Houston Texans in this one. Total of 46 in this game. You're looking at getting it anywhere in this game.
Oh, God, I don't think so. I do believe, though, Tyrod Taylor's supposed to be back today. So he might be starting for Houston today, so that could be pretty good. Tua Tagovailoa questionable for today's game with finger and rib injury. I would lean towards Houston in this matchup. Personally, I have a lot more stuff bet in the NBA than I do in the NFL today. I have 4 bets in the NFL, so and we're only doing 3 of them on here because the other one is a circuit pick. So I'm not going after this game. You should not be going after this game. There's other games to bet on. I would be a lean towards Houston for me. Maybe a lean towards the under just because these offenses suck.
Looking at this one, actually, it'd probably be a little bit more of a lean towards the over in this game, if anything, because they are getting Tyrod Taylor back, which is helpful. I think he'll help be able to move the offense a little bit better than Davis Mills did. Yeah, I'm staying far away from this matchup, though. I guess it'd be a lean towards the Texans if I had to get involved in this game. Both teams 1-7 on the year. Both teams 0-3 and 0-4. Houston 0-4 on the road. Miami 0-3 at home. So neither of these teams play well. Obviously, they're both terrible teams. So yeah, I'm gonna just stay away from this game. I feel like I've been talking about it too long to begin with now.
I know, right? Well, we'll go in. Even Terry's in and said, "Yep, 1-800-GAMBLER, not going anywhere near." That's fair, 100% fair. We'll go ahead and we'll move on to a better game. I actually have a play in this one.
Yeah, we have the Denver Broncos at the Dallas Cowboys in this spot here. Cowboys 10-point home favorites in this game. Around a total of 49.5 in this spot. And looking at these two teams, you have Denver Broncos coming in 4-4 ATS, 2-2 on the road. Dallas 6-1, 7-0 against the spread, 5-2 over under this year, 3-0 at home. And I'm personally staying off this game. If I were to be betting, this is a dog or pass spot. I see a little bit of value here with the Denver Broncos. I had this projected around an 8-point game. So I see around 2 points of value here with the Denver Broncos in this spot. I also lean towards the under in this game as well. But once again, I'm not getting involved in this game. I just think it'd be a lean towards Denver for me.
Well, but I'm on the opposite side. Gavin Dallas -10. I think it's just a solid spot. Dallas, Dak Prescott will be back. Denver is a ugly team. They've not been good this year. I know the 4-4 maybe look a little bit better than they actually are. They've beaten the Giants, the Jaguars, the Jets, and the football team. No impressive wins there. Not at all. They lose it to Cleveland, Vegas, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. So they're facing another good team. Dallas 6-1, 7-0 against the spread. They're going to cover again today. I am not a believer in this Denver team. They're not a good team. Dallas take care of business. I think they win by 20.
Fair enough. I don't know. I kind of would lean towards Teddy Bridgewater on as a pretty decent size home or road underdog. He tends to cover those spreads.
Yeah, no, not a fan of that one. We'll go ahead and move over to the chat. Tim was like, "Geez, that my joke. I made Nick laugh. That's so cool. Y'all make. I got to be the Joker. LOL. If you guys watch The Nutty Professor, you'll see what that can. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Miami 1-800. Stay away. Yes. Like, hi, Pro Bill. How you doing? You're on Dallas -10. I like it. Turnsy's in the chat. Good morning, Turnsy. Turnsmeister. NFL Sunday. Yes, it is NFL Sunday. And I have more bets in the NBA. We'll go ahead and move on.
Yeah, we have the Baltimore Ravens hosting the Minnesota Vikings in this spot here. Ravens 6-point home favorites in this game, total 50.5. Where are you looking at for this one?
I'm on Minnesota. I know a lot of people are going to be all over Baltimore. This will be like our contrarian play of the week. I think that Minnesota keeps this one close. Baltimore just hasn't really looked like the dominant team. They're coming off of a bad loss to Cincinnati. I don't really necessarily see them being able to go and beat Minnesota by a touchdown. Yes, Minnesota just lost to Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys. I think this is a get-right spot for them. I even think Minnesota can win outright in this game. It'll be my contrarian play of the week. I'm taking Minnesota +6 and on the money line.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. I had this game handicapped around a 1-point spread. I had Baltimore projected a 1-point favorite for my power rankings. So I really do like Minnesota. It's one of my favorite plays of the day, to be completely honest, other than our circa play. This one was one of the games that actually was picked for our circa group, and if it wasn't picked by the person that was picked by, it would have been picked by us, to be completely honest. I really do like the Vikings in this game. This has a field goal game written all over it, to be completely honest, and I can lean towards the under a little bit as well in this game, thinking that these defenses step it up, and a lower scoring game allows you to cover that +6 a little bit better than a shootout would. So I do like the Minnesota Vikings in this spot, even though they've struggled the last few weeks. They did beat Carolina 3 weeks ago, and then they had their bye week. And then off their bye week, they lose to Dallas like that. This is a get-right spot for them. Not a get-right spot for them because I know it's still a tough opponent. But this is a backs against their wall type of game. And plus, Baltimore has proven a few times this season that they can win a game straight up and not cover a spread. And I think that if I had to pick a winner for this game, it's Baltimore. If I had to pick a team that covers the spread, it's Minnesota. So give me the Minnesota Vikings plus the 6 points. I see a pretty nice amount of value here on them. So that's where I'm going to go for this game. Vikings plus the 6.
I like it. Go back to the chat for just a minute. Pro Bowl goes, I'm good. Good show, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Minnesota plus the points. One of my best bets. Yes, that's one of ours too. Your Minnesota Vikings are a smiling pile of poo, crying baby. Oh, sorry. Really turned? Yeah. I have. Yes, they can. Y'all got me so confused. Vikings do love to keep games close. Exactly. We're not asking them to win. We're asking them to keep it close. Exactly. I think it happens. Baltimore under 50. Yes.
I would lean that way, yeah.
I would lean that way. I did not bet that. Dallas under. Yes, I would. Dallas under. Even though Dallas has one of the best offenses, I honestly think that Dallas game can be 31-10. And that's just over.
I think the Broncos will cover that spread.
I don't think so. But we'll go ahead and move on over to the next game.
Yeah, this one's an interesting one. The New England Patriots are at the Carolina Panthers in this one. Patriots 3.5-point road favorites here in Carolina, total 41.5. And I believe Christian McCaffrey making his return today off the IR. And I think that's going to be kind of an interesting factor into this game. Personally, I have nothing on this spot. I would lean definitely towards the unders in this game, even at 41.5. I see a 21-20 type of game here. So I'm leaning towards Carolina in this spot and leaning towards the under. Both these teams 4-4 against the spread so far this season. Carolina's gone under in 6 of their 8 games, and their offense has really struggled so far this year. The only thing that really kept me off the under in this game is the way that this New England offense has been playing as of late. 25 against Houston, 29 against Dallas, 54 against the Jets, and 27 against the Chargers, over in 4 straight games after starting the year going under in 4 straight. So I think that this is a spot where I would lean towards the under, but I do not want to step in front of this over streak for these New England Patriots. The Panthers have gone under 3 of their last 4. Going 19-13 against the Falcons, 25-3 loss against the Giants, and then 2 weeks before that, their loss against the Eagles. Lean towards the under in this game, lean towards the home dog, but no action on this one for me.
Yeah, McCaffrey will be back today. I know McCaffrey is back, right? Yes, he will be back, but Sam Darnold could be out today, which is a big factor. If Sam Darnold gets ruled out, that might be an additional play to my card. He is questionable. He's expected to start, barring any setbacks in warmups, but he has a shot to being out tonight. If he is out, I want to be all over New England, especially on the road. New England 3-0 on the road this year. Really, they've just been a road team. That's just how they've been winning games so far this year. It would be a lean towards that, but honestly, this is not a game I got interested in. Obviously, you see all of our plays scrolling across the bottom. This is not one I'm interested in unless you see Sam Darnold get ruled out, and in that case, you will see a community post of me taking New England up to 6.5. I think this is a good spot for him if he gets ruled out, even with Christian McCaffrey back, because there's only so much Christian McCaffrey can do.
I mean, with Sam Darnold out, I think that the Panthers are definitely the play, or the Patriots are definitely the play, and I would like the under even more with their starting quarterback out. So if he's ruled out, I may make a move on this under 41.5, to be completely honest.
Yeah, there you go. I'll go back to the chat. Just play it, Terry. Vikings will cover. Oh, boo! Sounds good. Christian McCaffrey's back. Yep. I could basically walk to the Panthers game. Oh, nice. We've been to one Panthers game, and it was against the Giants. We were all dressed in blue. Pat's under. Yeah. This Carolina offense has not proved anything for us to want to go over on them. And I think Patriots can play down. Good morning, CSN. Good morning. Good morning. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Nina. I missed the beginning, but I am on Atlanta +7. We have not gone over that Atlanta game yet. Kyler Murray, in or out? A game time decision. There is no official word on him yet. Murray ankle, who is listed as questionable for Sunday's game against the 49ers, is hopeful to suit up, but the Cardinals don't have a ton of optimism that the quarterback will play. So keep that in mind.
Here's my bold take: they don't need Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I really don't think they need Kyler Murray to beat the Niners. I really don't. I'll probably add that to my card later on today. Yeah, of course, Rat. Of course. We'll go ahead and move on to this next game.
Yeah, the Buffalo Bills are at the Jacksonville Jaguars in this spot here. Bills 14.5-point road favorites in this game. Total of I lost it here. 48.5 in this game. Where are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, no. It would be Buffalo or nothing. Should they win by a lot? They should. But 14.5 points is a lot. It's over 2 touchdowns. So, granted, they did the same thing against Miami last week, and they covered it. They've covered most of their spreads this year. The only time that they won and didn't cover a spread, they pushed it. So, if they're going to win, they're going to cover. I would be on Buffalo. I'd be on the under in this game as well. Because, yes, I think Buffalo can put up a lot of points. I don't think Jacksonville can. So I can honestly see this one being a 42-0 type game. And you get the under in this one. So lean towards the under, lean towards Buffalo. But personally, it was not enough for me to really want to go out and bet it.
Yeah, it was for me. I'm on the Buffalo Bills. I actually bought this down to 14. It was a minus 115 on my book. So it was only 10 cents to buy off that hook, which at 2 touchdowns, I think that's a smart move. I was waiting all week long for a line for this game, and I did not, or for a line that a specific line that I wanted to bet, and it stayed at 16.5 the entire week. I was hoping it would hit 17, so I can bet the team total under for the Jaguars at 17. At 16.5, I'm just going to stay off that one. If that does hit 17 within the next couple hours, which I highly doubt it will, I will look to bet the team total under for the Jacksonville Jaguars as well. I lean towards the under in this game in general. I think that this Buffalo Bills defense is phenomenal. Let me get the exact stats up on them here. This is obviously the best team in the NFL, these Buffalo Bills. I don't think that's really much of a discussion. They're playing the worst team in the NFL. One of, other than maybe the Lions.
Houston, Miami, I think all are worse than Jacksonville.
I mean, if we look at this defense, number 1 in total yards allowed per game at 269. Number 1 in passing yards allowed per game, 182.4. Number 1 in points scored per game, 15.6. Number 5 in rushing yards allowed, at 86.6, number 2 in takeaways at 16. This is one of the best defense, actually the best defense in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very tempted on adding the under, but I'm just gonna ride with the minus 14 right now. I think they take care of business. This does have 37-0 written all over it. Kind of similar to when they played the Texans. So I do like the Buffalo Bills here minus 14, and I might add that team total under.
Sounds good. We'll go back to the chat for just a second. Jaguars going to the Poop Bowl. They're fighting for that lottery pick. That they are. Atlanta line was at 6. Now it's at 7. Bet your lines early. I mean, we're not going to be on that side anyway. Jags under. Why not? Team total over for the Bills. Yeah. And Bills minus 14.5. That's fine. Do we know if Tyrod Taylor is starting today?
31.5 on our book.
Tyrod Taylor was activated today.
If I was to,
but Davis Mills is most likely, according to the reports, Davis Mills is most likely to make the start for Houston today. We'll keep moving on in the NFL though.
If they announce Davis Mills as the starter, I might bet the Dolphins. To be completely honest.
Well, they said he's expected to start today.
Or that team total under for the Texans if that was a 21, but it's a 20.5. So
that's fair.
Next game, Cleveland Browns at the Cincinnati Bengals in this one. Bengals 1-point favorites in this game, total of 47.5. Looking at this one here, we do have a banged up Browns team coming into Cincinnati. Cincinnati coming in off of their humiliating loss in the previous week. Cleveland coming in off of a 15-10 loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers last week. Just a bad-looking game there. On the other side, Cincinnati coming in off their really bad loss against the Jets, 34-31 as 11.5-point favorites, the first double-digit favorite to lose a game straight up this season. And there's no way I'm touching this game. This game actually handicapped Cincinnati -1. So if you wanted to get involved in this game, I feel like you should have bet it earlier in the week with the Browns at +3. Unfortunately, at this price, I can't get involved in this game. It would be a lean towards Cleveland in this spot, even banged up and everything. I don't trust this Bengals team right now, and I feel like everybody's going to be looking at this Bengals team as a bounce back spot. So I'll be leaning towards the Browns in this spot, but I'm not getting involved.
Yeah, this one's kind of a tricky game. I think I'll lean over. As crazy as that sounds, I think this could be possibly a game where you see both teams score in the 30s and it's a shootout back and forth. I have that feeling from this game because I know the Browns can play offense. I know obviously we saw it from Cincinnati last week. They can still play offense. They just couldn't defend the Jets for whatever reason.
They had to go Mike White. Other than that, like, come on.
I mean, yeah, they had to play Mike White last week, and now they have to play Baker Mayfield. That's such a step down in competition. No, it would be a lean towards Cincinnati in this one. I really don't have an idea for this game. This one just seems like a pick 'em, and I didn't get involved in this one. I really didn't. I was a little bit more selective when it came to games for the NFL this weekend. So
fair enough.
We'll go and move on to the next game, but we got a couple of comments. Me too. I might bet Dolphins as well. Yeah, I don't mind that. All right. I think Terry is on the Browns. Okay, makes sense. Got to be Bengals today. Okay. Nick, is that a Tebow you have on? I hope not. You should be rocking Elway.
Tebow.
That's one of our 2 Tebow jerseys.
Yeah, we have a couple Tebow jerseys. It's kind of sad. We have
Don't we have a Florida one too?
Yeah, it's in my room. I have a Florida Tebow jersey. We have a Denver one, and then we have the one that Tim's grabbing right now. So we have a couple Tebow jerseys.
Tebow, all right, Tebow. Except for the only one that we bought when he was actually still playing in the NFL was this one when he was playing for the Jets.
Yeah, this jersey I think was $10.
Rough. Sorry, had to do that. That was fun. Cincinnati minus and over. Yeah, why not? I hear you. That's why I've not bet the Bengals yet. Fair enough. Bengals money line. No Browns. Okay, he was on Bengals. Now he's on the Browns.
Okay.
Kraken cost you a 5-teamer last night.
Yeah, I had their puck line.
Oof.
I should have just bet their first period over and moved on.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and move on to this game, which this one has a little bit of drama with. I guess.
This one feels like a killer game.
Oh, stop it! Don't you dare do that.
Sorry, I was speeding to that joke. I'll stop. Las Vegas Raiders at the New York Giants in this spot here. I don't know what's wrong with my eye. The Raiders, 3-point road favorites in this one. Giants at home, total 46.5. Where are you looking here?
We're looking. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, you go take care of whatever you're doing there.
I don't know what's going on.
It would be a lean towards the Raiders in this one. I feel like this is going to be a very similar situation to when John Gruden got fired and was gone. With the same deal as Henry Ruggs. Obviously, Henry Ruggs is going to have a little bit more of an impact. He was one of their big offensive pieces. And we're not really going to get into his whole situation. But I think that with this, I think it's a spot where Vegas gets right and wins for him. Because I know that a lot of these players loved him on the team. So it would be a lean towards Vegas. Personally, I didn't bet it because I'm not going to bet something based on that logic. I have this game lined around Vegas -3 area, so I just saw no value on this game. So I'm not betting it.
Give me the New York Giants. I got them at 3.5. I bought it up to 3.5 at -125. Now it's at 3 at -117 on my book. I have this game handicapped around Vegas -1, so I see a few points of value here with the New York Giants. And I think that this Henry Ruggs situation is going to have a huge impact on these Raiders. This is definitely a spot where I want nothing to do with the Raiders in this spot. Yeah, we saw it with Gruden last week, but I don't know about you, but Gruden's not on the field playing. And Gruden was a freaking idiot head coach anyway. He was not a good head coach to begin with. So I think that was a bailout for the Raiders. This is not. This is a huge loss. You lost one of your best offensive weapons. You lost a lot of speed in the middle of the field. Deep threat, one of Carr's favorite targets. I mean, you're losing more than just a head coach. I think John Gruden had a much less impact than Henry Ruggs will. And it's not because of it wasn't really much of a tragedy. It was because Henry Ruggs is a freaking idiot. So it's not a effect like that. I love the Giants in this spot. I think the Raiders are distracted, and this Giants team, they're coming off of 2 good games. I mean, they didn't win last week, but they covered the spread against a Chiefs team, which we'll get into. Or we won't get into the Chiefs later because that's part of that game has our circa best bet in it. But and then they won 25-3 the week before against the Panthers. I think this Giants team is potentially turning a corner and playing a lot better football. So for me, I like the Giants. I got them at 3.5. I bought it up. I don't mind it at 3. I think they potentially win this game straight up. So give me the Giants here in this spot.
Yeah, 100%. Tim, looks like you're wearing a Kings jersey. Yeah, Sacramento Kings. Hopefully it's Chris Webber. I don't even know who it is.
Bibby.
I got it. Hey, I got it off eBay for $20. I honestly, I have 20 out of 30 NBA jerseys in terms of teams. Missing 10. So I'm slowly just getting the things. I don't really care who the players are. I don't care if it's outdated or anything, but I have Bibby on mine, so that's fine. Come on, Nick, you have to get a John Elway.
Maybe.
Hey, if we find a John Elway jersey for $15, yeah, we'll buy it. But the big thing with our jersey collection is we're not spending more than like $30 on a jersey. That's the key thing is we're finding our jerseys cheap, so that works. Vegas for Terry Grubauer is shit. Fair enough.
Yeah, he is. That's a huge question mark with the Seattle Kraken right now.
You don't have a lot of plays today. Tim in the NFL. Hopefully, you get more. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sundays and Saturdays are my favorite days to bet the NBA. 100%. Just because nobody's paying attention to it. We'll go ahead and go to the next game, Nick.
Yeah. The Saints are hosting the Atlanta Falcons in this one. Saints 6.5-point home favorites, total 42.5 here. And actually, this has gone up to 7, so I've beat a nice little line movement here. Who dat? Give me the Saints in this spot here. I got them at 6. I had this game handicapped around 12, 13-point spread. This is even with Trevor Siemian, this is a very competent defense on the side of the New Orleans Saints. I think they're one of the more underrated defenses of the side of the New Orleans Saints, and I kind of lean towards the team total under for Atlanta as well. Looking at what these Saints have done defensively this year, they are ranked 10th in the league in total yards, 344.3 allowed per game. Number 2 in rushing yards per game at 79.4. Number 4 in points scored at 18.3. Number 9 in turnovers at 13. This is a very underrated Saints defense, and I don't think losing Jameis Winston is going to hurt as much as people think it is, because I do think Trevor Siemian is a competent quarterback. I think he'll be able to. Plus, we're looking at an Atlanta Falcons team that I do not trust. They lost to a McCaffrey-less Panthers team last week, which can't move the ball or can't win against anybody, but they beat the Falcons. I was leaning Panthers last week, and I never got around to betting it. They barely squeak by the Miami Dolphins 30-28. They barely hold on against the Jets 27-20 in London. They lose to the Washington football team. They needed a last-second field goal against the Giants. They get blown out by the Buccaneers, and they get blown out by the Eagles in week 1. What has this team shown you to make you want to bet them this year? It's been pretty bad. So I like the Saints in this spot here. I don't mind it at 7. I got it at 6, but I don't mind it at 7 here.
Yeah. Sorry, all over the Saints there. Even with Trevor Siemian, the thing is, Atlanta has to score. Honestly, I could see New Orleans scoring 17 points and still covering the spread. I really don't see Atlanta scoring that much today. They have not really done anything this year to make us want to do it. Obviously, Nick mentioned New Orleans defense has been slept on. 18 points a game, that's 4th best in the NFL. That's really solid spot there. Atlanta's offense has just been awful. They're averaging around 21 points a game. It's 21st in the league. That's bottom third of the league. This team is not good. I don't see this one being close. Honestly, this one could be a 24-3 game, and I would not be surprised. I will be all over New Orleans today. If you're playing fantasy or DFS, New Orleans defense. There's my little piece for that one. I just think New Orleans is going to have a really good game today. They're trying to still catch they're in Tampa Bay's division. They're still trying to catch Tampa Bay, which I think they're only a half game behind. Tampa Bay is 6-2. They're 5-2. So you could
Saints are a threat in the NFC South. They 100% are.
Saints are a threat in the NFC.
And they're going to be tied in first place after this week. And my bad, they're going to be in first place at the end of this week because they have the tiebreaker over those Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So, yes, this New Orleans team is a threat. Give me New Orleans minus 6.5. I think this is a good game for them.
Yeah, I like them here.
I like to live dangerously. Or maybe just stupid. Fair enough.
Both.
Mike Bibby was the best, was a beast. He played with Weber in the 2000s Kings team. He could dribble and pass. They traded him for Jason Williams, white chocolate. That team could have been cold. Just couldn't beat Kobe and Shaq. Got it. Saints minus 6. Yep. You got it at 6. Nice. And Saints under. Yes. All that. Yes. I like it.
Yeah. Falcons team total under may be a look for me as well.
Yes.
I have a couple looks that at the end of this card I may be adding on. Like I'm looking at adding on the under in that Patriots game and potentially the team total under for the Falcons.
Sounds good. We'll go ahead and move on to this game.
Yeah, this one's an interesting one here. Interesting line movement this week. Chargers are at the Eagles in this spot here. Pick them in this game. Over under of 49.5. Where are you looking at for this one?
I don't think this one should be a pick 'em. I would be leaning towards the Chargers in this game. Just didn't get to it. This is a big thing of recency bias. Chargers not looking good lately. Nobody's going to want to bet them. Philly just went and absolutely demolished Detroit. So I just think this is a big recency bias. That's why the line started up, I think, at 3.5, and then it's dropped to a pick 'em. This is a Charger spot. This is 100% a Charger spot. You're seeing the public get to Philadelphia and drop the line. I'm all over the I would be all over the Chargers in this one. Just not a game that I got to lean that way. Pass.
Yeah. I don't think the public's on Philadelphia in this spot. I'm seeing 73% of the tickets, 53% of the money on the Chargers. So, if anything, that's telling me the opposite here. If you wanted Philadelphia, you missed your line. I had this game handicapped Philadelphia -1.5, so I had them valued as a slight favorite. But I can't get involved in them now. Like, this is not a spot. I mean, they're a pick 'em now. You should have gotten them at +2.5, +3. I think the public's all over the Chargers in this spot. So this would be Eagles or nothing in this game. I mean, I'm not getting involved in this game. I don't see enough value in this game. But if I were to get involved in this game, it would be the Dirty Birds.
Yeah, and that's fine, I guess. We'll go ahead and move on to this game. Oh, actually, we have a couple comments on. Nick and Tim, Matty Ice ain't so icy anymore. No, he's not. I think public is all over Chargers. Yeah, apparently they are. Rams over and lean Rams line. Keep moving. It was at 3. Now pick them.
Yeah.
LAR.
Rams over and lean Rams line. Since we got 3 now to pick.
I think I don't know what he's trying to say.
Oh, I think he's saying LA Chargers.
Oh, gotcha. Move on to this game, Nick.
Yeah, this is the game that contains our circa pick. So
this one's our best bet.
I know this is a very juicy game to get into, but this is our best bet over on picks and parlays.
Enjoy. Move on to the next game.
Yeah, talk about juicy games here. The Niners are hosting the Cardinals here. This game opened up around, I believe, -1.5, -2 for the Cardinals. Now it's all the way at +3.5. Total of 45 in this game. And it's mainly because of who may not be playing. Kyler Murray, I believe, is questionable. DeAndre Hopkins, I believe, is questionable. But I think DeAndre Hopkins is going to be playing here. These two teams, Arizona comes in 7-1, 6-2 against the spread, 4-0 away from home. And on the other side, with the Niners, who are 3-4 this season, 2-5 against the spread, 0-3 at home. And to be completely honest, here's my hot take. I don't think they need Kyler Murray to beat these San Francisco 49ers. This is a spot where I have no interest in betting the Niners in this spot, especially at -3.5 now. I think that's a little unreasonable. I'm on the Cardinals. You give me 3.5 points with this Cardinals team, who is 4th in the NFL with 30.8 points scored per game. They're 8th in rushing yards, 10th in passing yards, 6th in overall yards. I like this. And this defense is still intact. The question is, will the 49ers be able to score points in this game? 3rd in points scored allowed per game at 17.3 for this Cardinals defense. 4th in total yards, 4th in passing yards, 4th in takeaways. The question is, will San Francisco be able to score in this one? And I don't think they will. I think that this is a lower scoring game. I lean towards the under in this one as well. But if I had to get, I'm on the Cardinals here plus the 3.5 points. I kind of lean towards the team total under 24, the San Francisco 49ers here as well.
I'm not. I don't like this. I understand a lot of people put a lot of stock in the Kyler Murray. And that, I mean, he is questionable for today's game, but he's most likely not going to play. So that's why the line switched that dramatically. But do you really think Kyler Murray is worth 6 points? I mean, yes, he's important, but at the same time, this 49ers team is not good this year. I know a lot of people are always saying, oh, they always have a shot to win the Super. No, not this year. There is no shot for this 49ers team. They're not a good team. I think
they are getting healthier, though.
They are getting healthier, but I think Arizona still beats them without Kyler Murray. I would lean towards Arizona. Just with all the line movement, I just did not get involved in this game. I know I didn't get involved in a lot of games this week, but this was just one of them that it would be a lean towards Arizona, but I didn't bet it.
Yeah, it's mainly because their defense is still intact. Yeah. And when it comes to their offense, I mean, we're not asking them to win the game. We're just asking them to keep it within a field goal now at 3.5. And in Colt McCoy, we trust if Kyler Murray is out. And I think Colt McCoy, as crazy as this sounds, could be a competent backup, especially on that team, where I think he'll get some decent protection with that line and be able to function as a decent backup quarterback. So I'm tempted on also adding in the Niners team total under 24. Probably at the end of the stream, I'm going to add a few plays in. That may be one of them.
I like it. We'll go ahead and go back to the chat for just a second. Love the Bills minus 14.5 and Texans plus 5.5. If Texans said they were going to start Tyrod Taylor, I would have said yes. They're most likely starting Davis Mills, so no. Cards under, yes. We'll go ahead and move over to Sunday night football.
Yeah, the Tennessee Titans are at the LA Rams in this spot here. Rams 7.5-point home favorites in this game. Total 52.5. What are you looking at here?
Shock. Once again, this is a pass, but this is a pass for a little bit of a different reason. I would love to be on Tennessee, except for I don't like betting against our circa plays. And one of the circa picks that was for this weekend was the Rams. So that's the main reason why I'm not betting this game. I don't think losing. Yes, losing Derrick Henry is a big hit. I still think Tennessee can cover a 7.5-point spread. I still realistically think that could happen, but I am not going to be betting this game. I'm not betting against one of the circuit bets.
Yeah, looking at this spot here. This was one I did bet earlier in the week, so this was before we made our selections. I'm on the Titans in this spot here. I think there's a little bit of an overreaction. Now, of course, is it going to hurt the Titans that they don't have a semi-truck in their backfield? Yes, that's not going to help them here. Unfortunately for the Titans this week, their running back's going to have to be a human being, and not an absolute fucking tank. So, and that's just the way Derrick Henry is. But looking at this spot here, I like the Titans in this spot. I think that they'll play good enough defense to be able to control this game a little bit. They're going to run the ball with Adrian Peterson. As crazy as that sounds, he's still around. And I saw a funny meme the other day. It's Adrian Peterson and Julio Jones are on the same team. Unfortunately, it's 2021, not 2012. But I mean, looking at this game, it's a Titan spot for me. This game handicapped at 4.5, and yeah, this is a spot where I like the Titans in this game. I think that 7.5 is way too many points. I think that this is a game where you'll see this come down within a touchdown.
That's fair. Good morning. Rams minus Henry is out, and maybe I think
it's worth the over in that spot as well.
Von Miller might suit up. Yeah,
who cares? He's past his prime.
Yeah, I'm not really too worried about him, but that's pretty much all. That's not pretty much. That is all of the NFL for today. Got a small little hockey slate to go over, a little bit of basketball, and then that will be pretty much it for today. So we're gonna go ahead and run through these games. We'll get to start off with the Vegas Golden Knights in Detroit taking on the Red Wings. Didn't call them the Pistons. Vegas minus 119 favorites, total of 5.5. Vegas 6-5 this year. Detroit 5-2. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
Yeah, by the way, with the NFL slate, I did add on the under in the Patriots game, the team total under for the Falcons and the team total under for the 49ers. I just wanted to adjust those and let you guys know those are scrolling in the chat now as well. All right. First game here, the Vegas Golden Knights are at the Detroit Red Wings. Looking at this one was a stay-off spot for me. It would be a lean, I guess, towards the Vegas Golden Knights in this one here. I have them projected around minus 125, minus 30 favorites in this game. And Vegas is coming off of a win, and that was a very concerning first period, though, yesterday against those Montreal Canadiens. But then they came in the second and third period, and they were fine. They scored 5 goals. They're outshot 20-1 in the first period, though, by those Canadiens. So I guess the Canadiens' first period was the look in that game, and Vegas full game. Vegas actually looks pretty good, even with all these injuries. I mean, you look at this Vegas team, they're going to have Laurent Brossoit in net today. It's not going to be Robin Lehner. Seeing that Robin Lehner played yesterday. But no Carlson, no Pasquaretti, no Stone, no Patrick, no Whitecloud, no problem. This team has won 5 of their last 6 games against Montreal, Ottawa, Anaheim, Dallas, and Colorado. And, geez, I mean, this is a Vegas Golden Knights team that's playing good hockey right now. It would be a lean towards the Vegas Golden Knights in this game. I still don't trust Detroit particularly too much, who has been struggling as of late. They've lost 4 of their last 5. They had to go to overtime against the Buffalo Sabres yesterday. Should tell you everything you need to know about this team.
Hold on.
And no, you heard me. You heard me. And they lost 5-1 to Boston, 3-0 to Montreal. I mean, they've been struggling as of late, and I want nothing to do with this Detroit team, even at home. It would be Vegas or nothing for me here, and I pass on this game.
Sounds good. That's fine. We'll go over to the chat for just a minute. Marco saying AP is still playing while he's going to be AP from is he going to be AP from the Vikings? No, he's not going to be AP from the Vikings.
And I don't expect him to.
NBA time. No, not yet. We're saving the best for last.
No, we're doing hockey now.
We'll go ahead and move on. Next game of the night, Nashville taking on Chicago. Nashville, it's a pick'em. We're just going to call it a pick'em in this one. Minus 111 for them. Minus 109 run back for the Blackhawks in this game. Total of 5.5. Nashville 6-5 this year. 1-9-2 for the Chicago Blackhawks. What are you looking for in this one, Nick?
Well, I thought after their win against Ottawa, Chicago had turned a corner, and I was dead wrong. I mean, they did compete with the Carolina Hurricanes in that game. They're up 3-1, blew a third period lead. Cost me a plus 150 ticket. It is what it is. And they didn't really show up last game against Winnipeg. That was an absolute blowout, not particularly close. Nashville comes into this game 6-5. They've actually not looked half bad this year. 3-2 on the road. They got the job done last game against Vancouver on Friday night after losing in a bad. They've won 2 of their last 3 games. They won in overtime against Calgary. They lost in a bad scheduling spot against Edmonton. That was a bad spot for them in general on a back-to-back against the Edmonton Oilers. They were plus 200 dogs in that game. They lost 5-2. No big deal. But this Predators team has looked really good as of late. They've won 5 of their last 6 games, beating Vancouver. They beat the Islanders in a shootout. They beat the Calgary Flames. They've beat teams that have actually not looked half bad this year. The Islanders, the Flames. The Sharks started off pretty decent. They beat the Wild 5-2, which the Wild's going to be a good team this year. We all know that. Even though I've faded the Wild plenty this year. I just think they're an overpriced team. We'll get to that in a couple games, though. I like the Nashville Predators to keep it going in this spot here. To get their 6th win in their last 7 games and be able to get the job done in this spot against a Chicago Blackhawks team that's really not showed us too much other than they can beat the Ottawa Senators one game. So, and play 40 minutes of hockey against the Hurricanes. So, give me the Nashville Predators in this spot.
No, I don't want that at all. No, Marco says I was right. Save best for last, NBA. Nope, I got you. What do y'all think about the unders in the Bill game? Yes.
Yeah, I bet I like the Bills. I was looking towards the team total under for the Jaguars.
I like it. We'll go ahead and move on. We get the St. Louis Blues in Anaheim taking on the Ducks in this one. Blues 165 favorite, total of 5.5. Blues 7-1-0-1 this year. The Anaheim Ducks 5-4-2-1. What are you looking in this game, Nick?
I'm looking at the home dog in this spot here, to be completely honest. I got the Ducks at plus 147 last night. You can now get them for plus 137 now. So I beat a little bit of a line movement in this game. I like the Ducks in this game. The Blues coming in 7-1-1 on the season, 7-2 against the spread, 4-0-1 out away from St. Louis. Anaheim 5-4-3 though. They've looked pretty good. They're 10-2 against the spread. 7-5 over under, 4-2-1 at home. So they are a good home hockey team. And I mean, if you want to lay a little bit of juice, actually it's minus 190 now. Maybe that's a parlayable piece. The Ducks plus the goal and a half. They've covered puck lines all year long. 10-2 to that to the number, and I believe they've only been favored in like 2 games. I think the only time they did cover a puck line against them, Seeing the only times they did it was when they were favorites against Buffalo, lost in overtime, and they lost 5-1 to Winnipeg. That was the only other time they didn't cover a puck line. I like the Ducks in this spot here. You get a little bit of nice plus money. I had them projected around plus 130. I got it at plus 147. Still around plus 137, plus 140. So I do see value on the Ducks in this spot.
That's fine. I don't mind that at all. Get some plus money in there. That works. What did y'all get it at? I personally didn't bet it. But either of those numbers would work. I honestly
it's
don't.
48.5 for the Bills.
Yeah. Earle, I think you. I should have took your little brother's pick. Awesome job. Good like their older brothers. We'll tell Ryan he did a good job. Yeah, he knows he's 1-0 in his sports betting picks, and he's going to end with end the year with a 100% win rate. So good job, Ryan. We'll go ahead and move on. We get 2 more NHL games, and then we get to hop into basketball. Get the Islanders from New York in Minnesota taking on the Wild. Islanders 5-2, 1-1 this year, 7-3 for the Wild. What are you looking at in this game, Nick?
For the first time this season, I'm betting the New York Islanders money line. I usually don't see much value here on the Islanders. My numbers never seem to like them, but they did today. I had them projected around minus 115, minus 120 for this game. They are in the second half of a back-to-back, but they had an easy win yesterday against Winnipeg. They looked really good. Sorokin has been absolutely phenomenal this year. I believe that was Sorokin's 3rd shutout so far this season, which leads the NHL. And he's looked really good. It's going to be Semyon Varlamov in net, though, for these New York Islanders today. The only goalie with more shutouts so far this season is Jacob Markstrom of the Calgary Flames. I love the Islanders in this spot here. This is a good spot for them. They are going up against Kaapo Kähkönen for the Minnesota Wild. And to be completely honest, if you like the Islanders, I don't hate them on the puck line as well. These Minnesota Wild have only covered 1 puck line so far this entire season, which was as a dog, a plus 104 dog against Pittsburgh. They won in a shootout. That was the only time they've covered a puck line. So if you can get minus 1.5 on the Islanders, I think that's a potential look as well, because they just because Minnesota doesn't cover puck lines, to be completely honest. So actually, if you were looking at plus 1.5, you can parlay the Islanders and the Ducks at both plus 1.5 for plus 114. That actually looks really nice. I might add that to my card. A plus 1.5 puck line, plus minus 250 for the Isles, plus minus 190 for the Ducks. Parlay. And I don't recommend doing parlays, but I would lean that way to potentially add that as well. But I like the Islanders in the spot.
Fair enough. Well, hold on. I think I should make my selection for this game. Going with the no. Islanders, baby. Let's get it. Islanders.
Good job.
Sorry, had to do that. I knew Terry was in the chat. No to the Wild. No. Salute, gentlemen. Hello, Kev. Thanks for the picks. You hit 7 of 8. Nice. Good work. Final game of the NHL slate. We get the Dallas Stars taking on the Vancouver Canucks. Dallas. This is essentially a pick-em boot. Yeah. I know, Tara. I know. We're messing with you. This is essentially a pick-em game between these two teams. Dallas 4-4-1-1 this year. 4-6-0-1 for Vancouver. Total of 5.5. Nick, what is the last game going to have entail for you?
Under. Looking at these two teams, we have the Dallas Stars coming into this game. Have gone under in 8 of 10 games. And so have the Vancouver Canucks. Both these teams are 2-8 over/under so far this season. So if you bet the under on every single one of these guys, one of these two teams games, all 20, you're 16-4. I like those numbers, even though they've gone over in back-to-back games here with Dallas. I like these goaltenders in net, and I believe it's going to be if it's a goal. Yeah, Braden Holtby and Thatcher Demko have looked absolutely fantastic so far this season. If we look at Braden Holtby, he's 2-3, but a .924 save percentage, 2.46 goals allowed per game. On the other side, Thatcher Demko, .920 save percentage, 2.55 goals allowed per game. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw Thatcher Demko at the end of the season, even with Vancouver struggling, in the top 5-6 in the consideration for the Vezina Trophy. Right now, if I had a top 3 for the Vezina, it would be Sorokin with Markstrom and Shesterkin.
No Spencer Knight?
Spencer Knight's definitely a consideration as well. I don't think he plays enough, though, because Bobrovsky is the starter in Florida. I would like Spencer Knight for the Calder Trophy, Rookie of the Year, but I don't know about Vezina yet. So Spencer Knight, don't get me wrong, is a future Vezina Trophy winner. Someone I probably, if I were to bet futures, will have a ticket on him like next year when Bobrovsky's not a starter. But for this one, yeah, I love both these goalies, Thatcher Demko, Braden Holtby. I like the way these two teams play defense. And Vancouver's actually been a better defensive team than we expected heading into this season. And it's mainly because of Thatcher Demko. To be completely honest, this is not a tough team in Vancouver to play against. It's just their goalie is really talented. And it's going to be fun seeing Thatcher Demko on Team USA in Beijing this year. Him and Hellebuck, the top two goalies with John Gibson. But yeah, 8th in the league in goals allowed per game at 2.64 for these Vancouver Canucks. They've gone under in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 7 games. Yeah, give me the Vancouver Canucks, or give me the under in this spot here, 5.5, even though at -128.
That's fair. I'm trying to figure out why. Because you said Dolphins went from 5 to 4 to 5.5 to 4 now.
Is 2 out?
No. And it still says that Mills is going to start, so that's interesting.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I wonder, joking around, if between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans, the front offices met in private and said, "Hey, we'll place a bet down on this game. If the Dolphins win, you trade us to Deshaun Watson."
Oh, there you go. Atlanta line back down to 6.5. Now it was 7 a little bit while ago. Yeah, Tua out, broken finger. Well, there you go. That is all for the NHL. We've got what? 8 basketball games to go over today. Now it's the NBA time. While line is moving towards Houston way. There you go. We got 8 basketball games to go over. We get to start off with an early game, Nick. What do we think?
Yeah, that's going to just about do it for the stream. I want to thank you guys as always.
Hey, stop it.
Brooklyn Nets are at the Toronto Raptors in this spot here. The Nets 3-point road favorites in this game. Total 209 in this spot. What are you looking at for this game?
This is one of my only passes. Okay. It is. I have 6 plays today on the slate. All right, I want to make sure that's correct. Tim 1. Nope, that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I have 6 plays on today's slate. This game and the Jazz game, I'm not going to have anything on. I'll have plays on the rest of the slate. This one's a pass for me. It would be a lean towards, probably a lean towards Brooklyn, just a slight one, just because. But I don't trust this Brooklyn Nets team. I had them last game -10. They won by 6. They couldn't cover that against a bad Pistons team. Now they're against Toronto in Toronto. I'm not a fan of this Brooklyn team. It would be a pass, leaning towards them, but not enough for me to want to get to it.
Yeah, I for some reason find a really good. I have a really good habit of finding games that Tim doesn't bet and finding a spot in them.
Yep.
I like the Raptors in this spot. I got them at 3.5. This is a game I have handicapped at a pick'em. Raptors are at home. I think they're a much better home team than they are on the road. Needless to say, I'm getting up the numbers right now on these games. But I had this game handicapped minus half a point for the Nets. I mean, Toronto actually is 4-0 away from home. My bad. But I mean, Toronto has not looked as bad as we thought after their struggle to start the season. I mean, they've won 3 of their last 4 games and 4 of their last 6, so they've looked really good. So yeah, I like the Raptors in this spot here. I still don't trust the Nets.
Yeah,
I still lean towards the under.
it would be it would be a slight lean towards the under, but the total I got for that game is like a 206, so there was not enough value for me to want to go after the under on that game, but it would be a lean towards Brooklyn, lean towards the under. I do have plays in pretty much the rest of the games besides that Utah game, though.
Yeah, Indiana Pacers are at the Sacramento Kings in this one. Sacramento 1.5 point home favorites in this game. Total of 225.5. Your thoughts on this game?
Sacktown, baby. Shut up. I'm going after Sacramento today. I grabbed them on the money line, so I didn't have to worry about the 1.5 points. I got it at 119, minus 119, which is a very respectable line. Only real injuries in this game: Michael Brogdon, questionable with an illness, non-COVID illness. So we're not sure if he's going to play. Other than that, everybody else should be good to go in this one. I really like the Sacramento team. 5-4 this year, 6-3 against the spread. Facing an Indiana team that is 3-7 this year, just hasn't been that good. They have been covering spreads. They're 5-5 against the spread, but I'm just not a fan of this Indiana team this year. I'm a little bit higher on the Sacramento team. I know in the beginning of the year they were one of the 2 teams that I mentioned as like my sneaky picks was the Sacramento Kings, and I believe I also threw Memphis Grizzlies in that conversation as well as your sneaky teams that I thought could have a shot to make top 4 in the West. And Sacramento is 5-4 this year. They're off to a solid start.
4.
Yeah, I think that's definitely possible that they can both sneak in there, or one of them can sneak in there. I'm on the Kings today. I'm grabbing them on the money line. I really like this team.
Yeah, I pass on this game. I had this game labeled as a pick'em. It is a pick'em, so I see no value on this game. Move on.
Yeah. NBA time. And then Marcos was laughing at you, Nick. Kings money line, Hornets +6. I like it. I like both of those. We'll go over those, and we'll go over the Hornets team in a minute, though. We'll go on to this game, Nick.
Yeah, Cleveland Cavaliers are at the New York Knicks in this spot here. Knicks 8-point home favorites now. Total of 207 in the spot. Where are you looking?
I like Cleveland. Cleveland's been another one of those very sneaky teams this year that have been covering a lot of spreads. This Cleveland team is 6-4 to start the year, 7-3 against the spread. Knicks 6-3 in this year, 5-4 against the spread. I want to be on Cleveland today. I grabbed them plus the points. I believe Cleveland has a shot to win straight up. I would take them on the money line as well. This Cleveland team has been very sneaky. The only thing that they're dealing with is no Lauri Markkanen. He's out with COVID stuff. No Lauri Markkanen. Other than that, this Cleveland team has been solid. Jared Allen has been a very solid center in the middle. Rookie Evan Mobley has been really good this year. Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, good dynamic duo. And then they get the veteranship of Ricky Rubio, which is fantastic for him. So I really do like this Cleveland team. I think they get the job done today. I think that at least they cover, sprinkle on the money line, taking Cleveland in this game.
Sounds good. Yeah, I had this game handicapped New York -6, 6.5. So I don't really see enough value to go after the Cavaliers here. If I can get them at 9, I'd probably jump on them, but not at 7.5, 8.
Yep. I'm a Knicks fan. Wouldn't trust them with that 7.5. That I agree with.
Fair enough.
I'm on Cleveland today. Nick, I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Knicks under 207. I missed that 209. Yeah, if you missed that number, it's kind of like I don't know if I would want to bet it at that point because you missed 2.5 points of line movement, and that gets to be the point where I think it's too big of a line movement. And if anything, I would be betting the over in that case at this point. But I definitely don't want to be interested. Warriors -12 and the under. We'll go over that game. I think that's one of our last games that we go over, but we'll go over that one in a little bit. We'll move on to this one, Nick.
Yeah, Utah Jazz at the Orlando Magic in this spot here. Jazz 12.5 point road favorites in this game, around +580 here with the Orlando Magic run back. Total 209 in this game. Where are you looking?
Yeah, this is another spot where I can't be really interested in a side. Utah is playing really good this year. 7-2, 6-3 against the spread. They're on a second leg of a back-to-back. They just played Miami last night. Cashed that Miami play. Very close at the end. The thing is, I don't want to grab the Jazz minus 12.5, but I don't want anything to do with Orlando. They have not been good this year. This is just one of the games I did not get to. One of the two games I did not get to on today's 8-game slate. I'm just passing on the same.
I'm on the same page in this one here. I had this game handicapped at Utah minus 12.5. It's Utah minus 12.5. So no value on this spot. Easy pass for me here.
Fair enough. We'll go ahead and move on to this game, which I haven't played from this one. Well, I haven't played from the rest of them.
Yeah, looking at this one here, we have the Milwaukee Bucks at the Washington Wizards in this spot here. Bucks now only 1-point favorites in this one here. Total 219. Where are you looking?
Yeah, this Milwaukee team continues to be beat up. Middleton will remain out. Drew Holiday is in today. Lopez and DiVincenzo remains out, and Grayson Allen is questionable due to an illness. This Milwaukee team is beat up. This Washington team is healthy, minus Hachimura and Bryant, which have not played at all this year. Anyway, this team is healthy. But I'm looking at the under in this game. We worked out our numbers and our formula. We have this total lined at a 211. We have it lined really, really low. And I got it at 221 last night, or 220.5, whatever it was. I got it really low last night. It was actually our free pick video last night. I'm after the under.
221.5.
Yeah, 221.5. I'm on the under. I'm 100% on the under in this game. I don't think we see much pace. I mean, we have Giannis on this Milwaukee team, but other than that, this is going to be a rough game for him. I would also lean towards Washington in this game, just because they're the healthy team right now. And honestly, I think that Washington is a better team right now. 6-3 this year, and a 5-4 Bucks team. It would be a lean towards Washington, but my favorite bet in this one's the under.
Yeah, and you guys will notice that we'll have a lot of our totals bets will look the same now because we both came up with a formula of how to calculate totals, and we both use the same numbers. So yeah, I'm on the under as well. I also lean towards the team total under for the Milwaukee Bucks in this spot at 110.5. They haven't really done much on offense recently. I mean, they just got blown out by the Knicks after starting up really good. I like the under 220. I got 221.5, and we still see value on the 219, which is crazy, even though it's moved down 2.5 points. So, yeah, this is an under spot for me.
Yeah, no, 100%. We'll go ahead and move on to the next game. We get the San Antonio Spurs. Oh, sorry, you introduce it.
Yeah, San Antonio Spurs are at the Oklahoma City Thunder in this one. 4-point favorites are the Spurs, plus 145 run back here with the Thunder. Total 213.5. Where are you looking?
Yeah, this one's an ugly game. I'll be honest. This one's ugly. I'm on the Spurs, -4. I'm not a fan of this Oklahoma City team. Even with the Spurs starting off the year 3-6, they're 6-3 against the spread. I think they get the job done today against a bad Oklahoma City Thunder team. Pull up injuries, see if there's anything significant to look at in this one. Jakob Poeltl remains out, health and safety protocol, COVID stuff. Other than that, everybody else should be good in this game. I'm on the Spurs -4. I think they get the job done today in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, for me, I'm actually leaning the other way. I had this game handicapped at 2. So I see 2 points of value here with the Thunder. I didn't get around to betting it. But if I were, I would be getting to the Spurs here, or the Thunder here. The Spurs have not looked good at all recently, so that's where I'd be leaning in this one.
Yeah, I like it. We got 2 games left.
Houston Rockets are at the Golden State Warriors here. Golden State 12.5-point home favorites in this one. Total of 219.5 now. Where are you looking at this game?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite bets of the day. I like the under. Like far under. I got it at 220.5. I don't care it's at 219. I still like the under. We have this line up at 206.5. We have this one line really, really low. Golden State's been a very good defensive team this year. And the offenses on both these teams just haven't really been doing much. So it's one of those. Yeah, this is an under game. I honestly would be surprised if Houston hits 100 points. I think Golden State maybe hits 100. We'll see. I think this is an under game.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I got for this game.
Probably the under.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm on the under as well. 220.5. Yeah, we use the same numbers, so I'm not going to go into a huge breakdown here because we all have the same over/under plays. So, yeah.
Rockets have been trying to play above their grade lately. F. Yeah, they've been trying. It doesn't work.
No.
One last game for today's slate.
Yeah, we have the Charlotte Hornets at the LA Clippers in this one. Clippers 5.5-point home favorites in this one. Total 223.5. Your play.
Sorry, Rockets are on a back-to-back. I forgot about that. That helps our under even more. I'm on Charlotte for this game. I don't think there should be any reason for the Clippers to be favorited in this game. Yes, they are at home, but this Clippers team has not particularly been good this year. 4-4. They've been average, but yeah, this Clippers team is just it's rough right now for them until they get Kawhi back, which still no timetable on him. I think the Charlotte team keeps this game close. I like them plus 5.5. Even on the money line, I'd like them to get the job done today. Looking at injuries in this one, obviously Kawhi is still out. Mason Plumlee is questionable or probable for the Hornets, and then the same guys for the Clippers are out. This is a spot. I like Charlotte. I really like Charlotte in this spot. I think they go in. I think they get the job done against the Clippers, and they move out. So Charlotte plus 5, 5.5, 6, wherever you're getting at it. Yep, that's fine. All those work. Plus the money line.
Yeah, I lean Charlotte here. This game handicap 5.5. It's 6. So 0.5 point value here with the Hornets. No play on this game though.
Fair enough. Golden State minus 11.5. First half.
That's really a first half number.
Plus 165.
Heard. I was going to say they're 7-point favorites first half.
Yeah. Golden State minus 12. I like it. I don't mind that at all. Lean Hornets, if anything. Yeah, I'm all over the Hornets. This might go under. It very well could go under. I had 224. Yeah, this one might go under. Over in the Hornets. So, okay, people are different. That's fine. Ultimately, I had it depends on which team you're looking at. If you're looking at Charlotte, yeah, this one looks like an over game. If you're looking at the Clippers, this one looks like an under game. So it really depended on who you're looking at. So we'll see. Daylight savings time was last night. Feel refreshed, extra hours of sleep, ready to make some money. Let's do this. I like it. But that is all the games for today. We've made it through. We'll go ahead and do a recap in just a minute. But of course, housekeeping. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share. We're getting close to 1,400. We're at 1,380, I believe. So 20 subscribers away from 1,400 subscribers on the channel. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, all linked down below. Check all that out. Obviously, with Picks and Parleys, you got Craig, who did his show either earlier or last night. I don't remember which, but his 7-minute video. Go and check that out on Picks and Parleys. Me and Nick live now. Higgs should be live in about 15 minutes. Allie around 1:30ish, I think, or maybe even a little bit sooner because of NFL. She might be live at 12. No game time decision today. That will be back tomorrow. Plenty of free pick stuff out for today. So go ahead and check out all that stuff on Picks and Parleys, Earle Sports Bets, and on Winning Free Picks all today. Recap for today. Lighter slate in the NFL, bigger slate in the NBA for me. NFL, like Minnesota, +6, Dallas -10, and New Orleans -6.5. For the NBA, I like Houston under, Cleveland plus the points, Milwaukee and Washington under, San Antonio -4, Sacramento on the money line, and Charlotte plus the 5.5.
Yeah, I'm on the Minnesota Vikings plus the 6 points, under 41.5, Panthers and Patriots. Bills -14, Giants plus 3.5, Saints -6, Falcons team total under 17.5. Niners team total under 24 with the Cardinals plus 3.5 and the Titans plus 7.5 tonight for Sunday Night Football. I'm on the Predators, the Islanders, the first period under with the Islanders, the Ducks, and the under in the Vancouver Canucks and the Dallas Stars. I'm on the Raptors plus 3.5, the Houston Golden State game under 220.5, and Milwaukee and Washington under 221.5.
Yeah, that is everything for today. Nick, let's go ahead and finish out the stream.
Yeah, it's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here on ESB, which is every single morning, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about do it for this one. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. This has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thank you guys as always, and good luck.
See you guys.